Hello everyone. Today, let's take a look at a real case of an industrial accident and explore how such incidents are compensated in China, Korea, and the United States.
Sounds good. Let's find out together.
There was a young man staying in a company dormitory. One day, he noticed his phone had fallen and landed on a ledge outside the window. He took a risk and went out to retrieve it. The problem was, the outer ledge floor, which seemed solid, was actually made of styrofoam. Not knowing that, he stepped on it and fell from the fourth floor. As a result, he suffered serious injuries to his left foot and hip and had to undergo long-term rehabilitation.
That's awful. It's shocking that the dorm's outer ledge was made of styrofoam. Were there no safety devices or guardrails?
Unfortunately, there were none. That area hadn't undergone proper safety inspections either.
That's truly heartbreaking. So in cases like this, how is compensation handled in China, Korea, and the US?
Good question. Let's compare how each of these three countries handle occupational accidents and look into the differences in compensation systems. Before we start, please note that each country's compensation system varies depending on laws and circumstances. This video is for informational purposes only. Let's start with China. China does have a work-related injury compensation system, but not all companies are required to enroll in it. Many small businesses or private companies simply don't carry the insurance. In such cases, even if an accident occurs, workers might not receive any compensation. On top of that, temporary workers or those not formally registered with the company might not be recognized as employees and be excluded from coverage. The compensation amount and procedures also vary widely by region, making the process long and administratively stressful. Next, let's look at Korea. Korea operates an industrial accident compensation insurance system through the Korea Workers' Compensation and Welfare Service. If an accident or illness is work-related, then regular, irregular, and even some special employment types may all be eligible for compensation. Notably, even if the employer hasn't enrolled in the insurance, KCOMWELL provides the compensation first, then recovers the cost from the employer later. This greatly increases the chances of protection for workers. However, the application process is complex, and if the employer disputes whether the incident was truly work-related, it can lead to a lawsuit.
So Korea has a solid structure, but actually getting compensated might not be easy.
Exactly. And now let's talk about the United States. In the US, each state manages its own workers' compensation system. In most states, employers are legally required to carry insurance. Failure to do so can result in legal penalties. When an accident happens, compensation is provided regardless of whether the worker was at fault, covering treatment costs, wage replacement, and medical support right away. The process is also relatively simple and fast.
So the US has a well-designed system that also functions effectively in practice.
That's right. As we discussed today, accidents in dorms or other company premises are clearly considered occupational injuries. But whether compensation is actually received depends on the country's system and how well it is implemented.
I hope more countries can operate systems like the US. Accidents come without warning, but compensation may be the only lifeline for someone's future.
You said it perfectly. A single policy or procedure can change a person's entire life. To everyone watching this video, what are your thoughts? If you'd like more information, please like and subscribe.